Welcome to another episode of Temple Touch, the weekday devotion to inspire you, increase your faith, and encourage you to serve the Lord with all your heart, mind, and strength. Today's lesson comes from Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9, which says, "Let us not grow weary or become discouraged in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap if we do not give up." Today's thought is, don't give up. You are closer to victory than you think. In his all-time classic book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill tells the story of a man named Darby. Darby's uncle had gold fever, so he staked his claim and he started digging. After a lot of hard work, Darby's uncle found a vein of gold ore, so he covered up his find and he returned home to raise the money for the machinery that he would need to bring the gold to the surface. They raised the money and Darby traveled with his uncle back to the site to make their fortune. Things started well, and before long they had enough to clear their debts. They were excited. Everything from here on would be profit and things were looking good. Then the supply of gold stopped. The vein of gold ore had disappeared. They kept digging but found nothing. After a while, they quit in frustration and sold their machinery to a junk man for a few $100s. After they went home in disappointment, the smart junk man called in a mining engineer who checked the mine and calculated that there was a vein of gold just 3 feet from where Darby and his uncle had stopped digging. The junk man went on to make millions from the mine. When things don't seem to be working the way that you imagined, it's easy to quit, to give up, and to walk away. When you have prayed and you have prayed to God for an answer and the answer doesn't seem to come right away, it is easy to assume that your prayer didn't work or that God hasn't heard you. But let me encourage you today. Don't get weary and discouraged in doing good, because God's promise to you is that at the proper time you will reap, but only if you don't give up. You are much closer to your miracle, your breakthroughs, and your successes, much closer than you think. Just as Darby was only 3 feet away from his greatest gold find, which would have changed his life if only he had kept digging, you are only inches away from what God has destined for you. So you can't give up. You must keep moving forward. You must keep praying. You must keep believing God. You are already on the path of your destiny. Even if you stumble, keep walking, because you will arrive at God's destination for you. Don't give up. You are closer to victory than you think. Thank you for listening to today's Temple Touch. Have a blessed day.